Welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing incredibly well in this nice June weather. At the time making this video, I decided since it's a really nice day, I want to bring in some more natural lighting and make this video a bit, give better lighting, I guess. But anyway, I want to do a bit of a special video on the occasion. In case you haven't heard the news or anything, the World Cup is actually going on right now. The first one, well, the last one was in 2022, and this year it's being held in the United States, and as well as Canada and Mexico, which is going to be a really exciting event. I'm going to be, probably watching so many of the games, or at least, the U.S. games at least, until they finally get eliminated, unfortunately. But yeah, and I guess for this video that I wanted to do is, I'm also a U.S. jersey, so I guess I'm representing them for this event, if you couldn't tell. But anyway, for this video, I wanted to do a bit of a kind of a soccer or a football related, video. I mean, what you can really take with you when you, if you want to get a couple of friends and play a game outside or two. So yeah, let's get started. So for to play a game outside, one of the most important things that you need, and this is obvious, is, let's see, a football. Yeah, so this ball right here is actually, it's not the exact ball. It's the theme, I guess. The colors and the design is what they use. For the World Cup matches. For this event. And I figured it'd be a nice thing to showcase for you guys. There's 3 different colors for each host country. There's blue for the United States, there's green for Mexico, and it's kind of hard to see. There's red for Canada, and I like that for each color it has its their own specific national symbol, I guess. So you can see right here for Canada, it's the leaf. I believe that's an eagle for Mexico, and for the U.S. there's a bunch of stars. So I think that's a really cool design. I really love the design of this ball. But yeah, it's a nice, very well designed ball, I think. It's kind of funny, actually. I'm not really too big into sports, to be honest. I don't really pay attention to the stuff going on within the country when it comes to sports, but I really love international events like this, like the World Cup, like the Olympics. Earlier this year, that was a fun one. I don't know why. It's just something that I feel is a bit special, maybe, considering it's not really teams within the country, but it's teams of, representing, their own country, and I feel that's a bit more special, I think. I guess it's kind of a way to, unify the world, if that makes sense. My sister, I never really played soccer or football. I never really got, too big into sports when I was little, but my sister, played quite a bit of soccer during the time in school when she was, a little kid, and she was really good at it. I was kind of surprised she didn't get a scholarship or anything. You know, I guess, she wasn't a whole lot, interested playing, competitively, like in college or professional. I guess she just wanted to, play, casually, which is, also really fair. And I think that's, if anything, that's kind of preferable in some cases. It's just more about, having fun and enjoying yourself and, playing to win. So. Okay, yeah, it's a soccer ball for you. Like I said, I really love this design for this year. So, but yeah, I'll put that aside. Hopefully that doesn't bounce off or anything. I was kind of kicking around in my room and almost knocked a lamp over, which, yeah, you don't want to do that. Okay, so for the next thing to play, outside with your friends is you obviously need to be hydrated, of course, so you don't, get exhausted. The players in the matches, the World Cup, they obviously, have hydration breaks, frequently. So obviously, if you want to play, you also need to, freshen up a bit. So you obviously need like a thermos or like this, or some sort of thing to hold water. So and as you can see, there's like a little flag of the U.S. So also, another thing to consider is I actually do have my window open. I hope none of the outside noise is going to affect this video too harshly. I know some of the other videos that I made, people commented on the outside noise, and apparently they like it. So hopefully you guys enjoy the birds chirping out there, or what else is going on. So. I just realized right now that there's no water in this. I must have drank it all early without refilling it, but I think that's okay. It makes it a lot easier to move around, and does give off a nice tapping noise. Okay, yeah, so obviously you need a water bottle to keep yourself hydrated. Okay, so for the next thing, during the summer, as we're approaching, it's going to get really hot out, and there's going to be a lot of sunshine, which is awesome. But obviously, you don't want to, get sunburned or anything. So the next thing that you should bring with you, for a soccer game is some sunscreen. um, Depending on what kind of skin you have, like if you have like very sensitive or like very durable skin, it's very important to consider this number up here. I believe that's the SPF scale. To be honest, I'm actually not sure what skin, like how durable my skin is, so maybe this could work for me, maybe it won't. We'll just have to find out. I'm actually curious if you guys are attending like any of the World Cup matches, wherever they're posted. Post that in the comments. I'd actually like to hear about that and what event you're going to, if you're comfortable with that. Because unfortunately, I don't think any of them are being held in where I live. I think most of them are going to be held in like some of the more populated areas of this region. So unfortunately. But yeah, obviously you need sunscreen when you go out and play, just so you don't, burn yourself from the sun. So yeah. Okay, for the next thing that you need is, if you're someone that doesn't really want to play or anything, if you just want to watch, at one of the games, or if you're just watching like a local, game, with your friends, I think one of the other things that you should bring is a hat. Yeah, so obviously, a very important thing, so you don't, you can see, the game without, blinding yourself in the sun. And yeah, I'd say a hat is a pretty good thing to bring with you. Yeah, so I am not a person that likes wearing sunglasses, because I don't think they really work that well for me. It's why I always prefer hats like this, because over the years, and even in my room right now, I like a whole bunch of different hats that I, wear when I go out in public. Part of it, another reason, was because when I was younger, I always had basic haircuts that I didn't really like. So I always wore a hat to cover my hair. So Okay. Yeah, so, there's a hat. Like I said, if you're more or less just watching games, or even if you like, playing the games, it's always a good thing to bring a hat with you. I imagine it's not, it's probably going to fly off the moment you start playing, so, yeah. Yeah, there's the hat. I'm going to actually put down the ball right there. So there you go. Okay. Okay, so the last thing, I think one of the last pretty important things that you should bring with you to go out and play a game, or even just watching the games, is this is more like an alternate option if you don't want to go with that, or a pair of sunglasses like this. You can kind of see the my ring light. But yeah, if you're, like I said, if you're not real much a hat person, if you like sunglasses, this would be a very good option for you as well. I actually got these from my orientation to college like years back. I'm kind of surprised I still have these. Obviously they're way too small for me, so but yeah. Yeah, so for these ones right here, they're not like really high quality glasses. Looks like they can actually break pretty easily if you aren't super careful with them. So, like I said, I'm also not like a sunglasses kind of person, so I have no idea if these are even like that useful when you go out into the sun. So. But yeah, pair of sunglasses. You can probably, oh, you can. You can actually see the school name that I attended. Yeah, Miami University Regionals. That's where I went to school first before transferring over. So, yeah, another good thing to have with you, when you go out. There's obviously a whole lot of other things you should bring with you. Obviously, a bag for all this stuff, because you don't want to carry all this stuff by hand. Something like, maybe stuff like food, like, something to, keep you, full and energized when you play. Obviously, also, you want to bring, maybe like a first aid kit in case if someone really gets hurt, because, obviously, that's a big precaution to consider when playing any sport or really just going out in general. So let me the ball again for the outro. Yeah, I just want to say I really do love the design of this ball. It's so sick. But yeah, I think that will wrap it up for this video. this kind of another unscripted video. All of my videos are pretty much unscripted because I cannot follow scripts, so that's why I always tend to like stutter or have moments like this where I can't really think of anything. I'm just more of like an improv person, so but yeah, I guess that'll do it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Originally I was wanting to do another video, but with the World Cup happening, so soon, I figured it would be no better time than now to make a video like this. So, alright guys, thank you for watching. If you're gonna, watch some of the games, or if you're, a big, sports person, let me know on who you want to win for this World Cup. Obviously, since I dressing up for the occasion, I obviously want the U.S. to win, so they played a really good game for their opening ceremony, which is, something I think a lot of people were never expecting, so hopefully that's a good sign. Unless if I jinx it, then yeah. Okay guys, I'm gonna get off of here. I'm going to, probably watch some of the games, and obviously I've got to get this video up and posted, so alright guys, thank you for watching. I do appreciate all of your support, all of your feedback. I love interacting with all of you, so yeah. Alright, I'm about to get off of here. Alright guys, I'll see you next time, okay? Alright, take care guys, bye bye.